listening to Hanging from the Rafters presents
You sing and you sing good.
You sing and you sing good.
Sing and you sing good.
Sing and you sing good.
Oh.
All right, well, hey, welcome to another episode of You Sing and You Sing Good, our musical segment of the Hanging from the Rafters podcast. Tonight, we have the mighty Moria, Legends of the Bay Area. We have Art, we have Josh, Taylor, and Keith. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Hello.
Hey there. On our end, we got Tim over here to my right. I'm Bryce, Austin, and Chris for the Hanging from the Rafters podcast side. So, I just want to start out by saying we are all very excited for the show next weekend. You guys got any new songs that you're going to be throwing in there?
That's the plan.
Is it like one of those things where it's like, I don't know if we should. I'm not solid on this one yet, or is it like, I don't know if their ears are ready for it?
Both.
Yeah, when I saw you guys were recording, that was actually pretty exciting. That I was like, oh, I haven't heard this before. Like you guys were writing what sounded to me like a brutal slam.
There's a good mix of stuff that it's Moria because we wrote it and played it, but there's definitely some various influences in there that we've had before, but maybe more of it or whatever. So,
Josh, what's it like to join these guys and help them out? Are you staying on permanently, or are you doing it for a time being kind of thing?
Yeah, until they kick me out.
Decide they're down with
The
you.
fuck we would. Best
he's the
upgrade
best
ever.
musician in the band, so
Yeah.
I'm not being kicked out.
Yeah. We
hear
will
that,
kick
Dad?
ourselves out before we get rid of you, Josh.
No, yeah, it's permanent, but it's definitely a little odd. Like, they were like the big band. They were the band that made it, and then I was like this little kid just going to shows and like somehow avoiding getting beat up, and now I'm in it. It's kind of weird.
So we felt too, man. Going back to the cave
But
back
it's
in the
cool.
day
It's
was
definitely awesome because we all became friends between them. What was that?
Oh no, that's great. That's great. Yeah, we kind of feel the same way. We were going back to the cave, seeing these guys, and it's almost 20 years, right?
Holy shit.
God,
say
Were you guys going in 2003 or
No.
4?
Really?
20 years next year.
Yeah, right.
You guys
That-
been playing
well,
since
how long
I
you been
started
in the
going.
band?
That's 2008.
Man, you guys are old as shit.
Yeah, well, like one of my
Rapidly
friends.
approaching 40. So.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting close to 40. One of my
guys
friends
are.
was like talking about Moria, and they asked like, "Are those guys still alive?"
And you were like,
Fucking
Moria.
out.
We're in that territory now.
You were like, Moria will never die.
Well, most of them are dead.
Now
But they still play. It's
Some-
incredible. It's kind of a zombie thing.
It's gotta feel weird when you get like little kids coming up to you after your show and like, that was awesome. You're like, get the fuck away from me, little kid. I'm fucking way
You
too
got
old
some-
for this now.
You got some high quality holograms here.
They're wheeling Taylor up on stage like Eddie Money.
Just put the microphone in front of me and I'll grunt at him.
He starts singing "Take Me Home Tonight." You're like, wrong song.
Damn it, sorry.
That'd be a sick cover.
Play the
though.
chuggly chug
I'd be down
song.
to cover that one. Moria should cover that.
That
The
and-
golden days of
I'm
deathcore.
down.
You gotta do that and fucking 2 Tickets to Paradise.
Yes.
Then we can just headline the boardwalk and then be the complete
Full
the
circle.
Yes.
There-
Yeah.
there you
Exactly.
go.
Exactly. And then next week will be Blue Oyster Cult.
I'm back at
Yeah.
the 418.
Maybe play some
I
sort of
actually
a
saw them
saxophone
at
with
a
your shirt
fair.
off.
It was really sad.
So, with these new recordings and whatnot, do you guys have like a timeline of when you plan on coming out with them, or is there still more to be done in terms of like writing and recording? Or
I mean, we literally Taylor just finished vocals like today, so
nice.
it's
Oh,
gonna
nice.
go through some mixes and whatnot, and we want to get it out soon. We just depends on how quick the mixes come.
Nice. What's it like actually now, like having money to be able to do this kind of stuff instead of being like a broke teenager?
It was kind of be like, yeah, we decided to take as much time as we did 3 songs, which we planned on doing 2, but we ended up with 3. But we all said like, hey, like if it takes longer to do it how it needs to be done, we're going to take longer, which is a luxury you have when you're older and have money and time. Well,
Yeah,
you don't have
it's not
time,
the
but
same
you have
rush.
money. But
The time
so
you don't have.
yeah, it's harder, but yeah, we definitely took, the time that we needed to make sure everything sounds really good. If we're gonna, put new songs out, 12 years later than the last time we put stuff out. So.
Oh shit, man.
Well, I know me and Austin are actually really big fans of the Unholy sessions, so
Oh yeah.
I know we're personally hoping that we get to hear some of those songs next weekend.
No.
No.
No, God damn it.
You can't spoil it. We're just
You can't
saying that we
spoil it
hope.
for me.
You know, you're
And it's not even that. I mean, I don't dislike any of those songs, but we recorded those and we broke up like literally I think 4 months later or something.
yeah.
So we just never we played them a couple times live and then we broke up, and then so those songs never really got to have like a following too much. So like when we played live, we're like, okay, I don't know if anyone even cares about these songs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I fucking
I mean,
go
we played
off.
Suffer a couple
Yeah.
times at shows and stuff like that, but now that Josh is in the band, like it took we have to get him up to speed and everything like that since our last show, so we kind of concentrated on like the core Moria songs and the new stuff we've been writing. So we'll get there, as we move along a little bit.
Yeah.
But
At the show in December, at what moment did it feel like, holy shit, we're doing it again? Was it like when you all got there? Was it when you were putting your shit on the stage? Or was it when you were, the very beginning of No Light Ahead and Broken?
Was it when some kid tried to jump through a table and failed?
No
people-
table. Put it back.
For me, it was when we were on stage getting ready to play. It was like, all right, we're doing this. It's going. But
What was,
you guys?
what was each of y'all's favorite part of that show? It could very easily just be just playing, but I'm sure you saw a lot of like older friends, haven't maybe
Yeah,
seen
just,
in a long
people
time.
catching up and just just seeing that people actually showed up, that people still cared was like a cool thing. That's really kind of sold it for me.
I mean, you're a big part of the local South Bay and metal scene and everything. I mean, we knew that place was going to be packed out, before that show even started. I was like, oh my God, we're gonna have to talk to people that we haven't seen in 15 years, like we remember.
Fuck, it's like a high school reunion.
For me, there was a lot of people that I had not seen in a very long time at that show, and it was really nice to catch up. I got to talk to a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a long time. Some people I didn't get a chance to talk to very much, unfortunately, but like Mikey from San Jose and Joel, who's in Dead Redwoods. I hadn't seen him in a long time. And
Yeah, loved
our
Joel.
buddy CC from Salinas, he surprised us at the show. Or there's a bunch of people that it was really, really nice to see. Yeah, and the Cardinal was there too.
Yeah.
From Arsonist get all the girls at one point.
Yep.
But that was
I
sick.
saw someone that when I first saw Moria, I saw someone do the same exact thing all these years later, and I had no clue he could do it. Dom,
What-
I
what-
watched him completely just like pummel all these new kids. And I was like, wow, full circle. Like I was those kids all years ago, and then here he is still doing it. And it was insane. I don't know. I was at that show. Obviously I didn't play it, but it was definitely, it was the first and only, I've been to that show, and then I think I went to Adrian's show, and that's it since the pandemic. So it's been kind of crazy times.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nice to see a banger like that too. Like to come back out to
This is the
to go.
biggest show I've seen locally in years.
Yeah,
Well, that's right.
Like, that
Considering
was that
how
wild.
considering how much the scene has really changed, it's kind of died out. That show was huge from anything I've been to in a long time.
yeah. We all had a great time at it.
Arthur, what did you think of the show?
I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I guess we just didn't know what to expect. We were hoping it would be really good, and people would come out, and I guess it's kind of a relief after just getting there. And I don't know, I was pretty nervous too because it was my first show actually playing with the band. I had played in Homes Deep with these guys for a while, but
That's right. Homes Deep.
Okay.
But yeah, it was my first show with the band, and first show I'd played in a really long time, so I was pretty nervous. But yeah, it was really awesome, and I enjoyed the crowd going off, and yeah, we're super stoked for next week.
I was very excited to get my wife to be able to like not only listen to you guys and enjoy because she likes metal too, but to get her involved in the get fucked chant. That was a lot of fun. I'm like tapping her like, hey, it's coming up. It's
Wait,
coming
what's? Are
dun,
you
dun,
talking about
dun,
the
dun,
get back
dun,
part?
dun, dun. In Disillusion in his name.
Yeah, get back.
It's get back.
It's get back. It's always been get fucked to me.
It should be good.
Hey, whatever you want, man.
You know,
Wow,
It's a
dude.
take.
Keith get that wrong like not too long ago at practice.
I got a
Keith
different thing.
doesn't- No,
It
Keith
should be
doesn't know
get
the lyrics to our own band. But
Oh, garbage.
the origin of that is from Selena's shows, like a million years ago, and it was like dun dun. It was like part that someone thought sounded like Godsmack or something. Someone's like, "Get back!" So that's
Dude, I was
Dad get fucked.
if you
know,
want it to
whatever.
be get
Bro,
dead, that sounds way more.
I was
Get that.
today years old. I've been listening to
whatever
you
you
guys
said, yeah.
since I was like 15. I'm 33 right now. I'm today years old just learning
How
that.
embarrassing for you.
That is awesome.
Jesus Christ, Bryce.
Dear Lord.
If you want, okay, here's a trick. In the No Light Ahead recording, during that part, we recorded that part in the song, but it's inaudible. Like you could, well, if you turn it all the way up with headphones, you could probably hear it, but it's there.
Like just got kind of in the
nice.
back, buried under the mix.
It's
Yeah.
like you're fucking Louis
Just-
Louis. Fuck.
It's Gertberg. It's like stop it.
It's like the fucking Louis Louis. Have you heard that?
No.
The drummer, because dude, it was like a one take thing, and so the fucking drummer fucked up one of his like fills, and so if you listen to it at one point in the song, you can hear in the background someone go "fuck."
I love those.
I every time I hear that song, I always like, here it is, the fuck.
Yeah, this is the best part. This makes the song better. We should turn it up.
It's like the
Cody
old
actually
Disney
made a
cartoons
song.
where there's like hidden shit in there.
Oh, yeah.
There's peepees.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are gonna have like a castle made of dicks on the back of it.
You
Mordor.
Possibly on this
There's
album,
one
we'll
part
see.
in Aladdin
Yeah, I
where
mean
it's
that's
like-
not off far off.
I remember one part in Aladdin where you listen closely and it's like, take off your clothes or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think the
What the fuck? That blew my mind.
I think the priest
It's like, how
or
no one-
somebody that's marrying Ariel and Prince, I don't know his fucking name, is
He's got,
Prince
like, a
Steve.
hard-on, right?
He has a hard on for
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a flash
yeah.
second. Like it's like, oh, priest got a boner.
He's very happy. He loves weddings and stuff.
Oh, she's
Weddings.
hot as fuck.
Weddings get him excited, and he's just into
But
mermaids.
she's wearing that dress, you know what I mean?
She's wearing the fuck out that dress. So I see you guys got some new merch designs up. How many in total do you have that you're going to be selling to our good patrons that will be enjoying the show?
We have the shirt we've had at the last show and online. It's the Path of Bloodshed from the re-release stuff we did. We have that shirt still.
Nice.
And then we have another Moria Drop Dead logo that we've had a bunch of different colors. It's on a maroon and with gold writing, kind of like a hardcore shirt.
Hell yeah.
And Josh did an amazing job making a Wu-Tang ripoff shirt.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Protect thy neck.
What
What is the blade on there, Josh?
I think it's an orcish blade.
Oh, it's like their
I
orcish
literally looked up
swords.
like Lord of the Rings sword, and an orcish one came up, and I was like, let's hope this is actually from it.
Those
And I-
like, those like jaggedy ass ones that fucking they run with.
I'm going to go with
Yeah.
that first search there.
You just got to be careful with that shit. Our buddy made like a few different like horror themed shirts for
Yeah.
his band, and they got fucking cease and desist
Yeah,
for
our
it.
buddy JG from Set Fire to the Sky.
Let's just
They
blast
had-
the bad news
They had-
everywhere.
but these were blatant copyright infringement, where it's straight up Ghostface from Scream on the shirt.
Yeah.
But
They're not
great-
even trying to be subtle with it at all.
They're great shirts. Though.
Well,
They're
it's
awesome
not
shirts.
a W, it's a M. It's not the same thing.
It's a
Yeah.
parody.
yeah.
You're looking at it
I
upside
actually put,
down.
like, 3
What do you
times
own the
what it
alphabet?
said.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
That's
And,
cool.
I'd be stoked that Wu-Tang even saw it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, seriously, if it got to that level,
I feel like they'd be fine
I'd be
with
okay
it. They,
with
have,
it.
You frame the cease and desist letter,
They-
put it on the wall.
I
they have that album
we
that
did
you steal.
a Star Wars shirt, and they're like notorious for going.
Oh,
on
that was
people's
That
Best
was
shirt.
before the mouse, though.
That-
That was before the Disney acquisition. Now
They'll
I
come
don't
at
think you
ya.
get shit now.
They will come at you with a
Uh.
binding resolution.
May the mosh be with you.
I'm getting paid.
Give my money, little bitches. Those might actually be the funniest South Park
Yeah,
impersonations.
those are good.
That and the Saddam Hussein, I think, are my favorite. I really.
Hey guys, hey.
Yeah, hey, buddy. Like, yeah, just I don't know. I
Make him
can't.
a Canadian essentially.
Yeah.
Come on, gang.
Yeah, it's those might be my
But
two
Josh,
favorite.
Josh did another design that's super brutal metal shirt thing too. That's there.
Kind of like one of those
And,
ones where they say like this next song is called like one of those kinds of designs, or
Possibly. I mean, not that brutal. It's not that insane, but it's more. I guess more. I don't know what it is, but anyways, it's a metal shirt.
It's me
And,
trying to rip Jacob Bannon.
I was gonna say more like Converge,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then we have the hats too.
Oh, hey.
They're gonna be for sale. Like, there's only 15 of them. We'll probably, honestly, probably, but that's how many we have at the show.
so those are a little expensive, aren't they? Like for hat compared to shirts, I mean, right?
$7,000. That's cheap.
I don't know. I think they're gonna $25. I don't know how much we're gonna sell.
Oh no, I meant like just getting them made.
$1
like,
million.
Oh, getting it made. Not too
$1
bad,
million
really. But shirts are really expensive now compared to back in the day. But
Yeah, and all the I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna say the word, and I'm gonna leave it there. Inflation. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Inflation.
Have you guys played the Vets Hall before? Or is this your first time, or is it just first time back?
Definitely my first time.
Yeah.
we played upstairs at the Vets Hall.
Mm-hmm.
That was for our friend Pat's memorial show.
Oh.
Yep.
From Arsonist.
Oh, yeah, I
and
went to
that
that.
was
I went to that too.
the last time we played there upstairs. That was in 2006 or 7, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
2007.
I think most of us
So-
were there.
They had. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually played in the basement with my very first band in high school.
Playing at the Vets Hall.
And Animosity headlined the show, so that was pretty badass. That was
Oh,
like
those
one of
dudes
my
are the
first shows.
best, man.
That was a sick show.
Yeah, I still
That
scratch
was the
their
first time I
shit.
saw hardcore dancing. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, it's just
They
karate.
beat the
and
shit
shit.
out of each other.
This is just crazy
Yeah.
bullshit these kids are doing.
This is the coolest fucking thing ever.
That's their fucking seeing the kids in the pit nowadays, and they're just fucking whipping themselves across the pit. And it's like, I'm gonna slip a disc or fuck up my ankle if I try to do that again.
Too old for this shit.
We went to a show and he did his cartwheel thing that he does when he's
Yeah, I've seen
dancing.
that. It's crazy.
yeah.
and
How do you do
everything
that?
in all
It's
his
huge.
pockets just went
Oh,
all
yeah,
over the
I got-
venue.
I had my phone in my hand.
wallets over here.
Like
Then
a
you gotta pick up the
dumbass.
change, so you're good. Like, you just feed into the next move.
That's a combo. That's
Like a
what that is.
dumbass, I thought having my phone in my hand would be safer than in my pocket, and it just got like immediately kicked out of my hand and goes fucking whipping into the fucking.
Yeah, it was great. So for the rest of the set, we were the guys like walking through the pit looking for something. It was wonderful. Hey, this is a new mosh style, guys.
Yeah.
Can you guys move
That's
out of the
elder
way,
mosh,
please?
like, oh, I lost something. Can you get in there?
I dropped my back pill. Can you help me find it?
And he gets knocked out. You're like, I hit her shit.
I lost my lucky button.
The bottle cap I've had since I married my wife.
That's a fucking big difference. It's I can't fuck with not bringing earplugs anymore. I can't do that like fucking 3 days of ringing like I used to be able to just deal with as a kid. That shit fucks me up now.
No, now it's earplugs, a mouthpiece, and Ben Gay.
Yeah, at our show in December, like obviously I hadn't been to a show in a while because of the pandemic, but like that was the
Oh no, you're drifting
first
in and out.
I never used to care at all. I never practiced with earplugs, never went to shows with earplugs. And then now, like, whenever we practice, I have to wear earplugs. And when I went to that show, I was like, my hearing is getting destroyed. Maybe just from not playing music at shows for a while, my hearing was like, this is how it's supposed to be, and you shouldn't be listening to this. But
What is this ringing all the time? That's supposed to happen, right?
That's
Do I have a tumor?
Do I have a tumor?
yeah. It's a total difference when from being a kid. You didn't even give a shit back then. It's just like, yeah, crank that thing as loud as it can. Hey, can you play those drums a little harder? I can barely hear you over my guitar.
Well, yeah, my iPhone, if I'm listening to headphones, if you go over like a certain volume, it's like, over the last 7 days, you've had your volume way too loud. You should turn it down. It's like, thank you, iPhone. You're saving my hearing a little bit.
I'm
shut
like,
up, iPhone.
yeah,
You're too old.
That's what it is. Sometimes I'll have it connected to speakers and it'll do that. It's like, fuck you, iPhone. Listen to speakers. Listen to what I want.
You don't know me.
Tell me how to live.
You can't tell me how I want to listen to my music.
I'm
Okay?
listening to fucking podcasts. Shut up.
Yeah, right.
Like, Jesus.
And then there's inevitably that one
Also
point on the
huge
podcast where everybody gets too animated and they yell, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
Blows your eardrums out.
Just blast. Yeah, that's happened several times on this one though. So then the headphones
It's
come
usually me. It's great.
off. Yeah, you're the one dying.
No, I'm usually the one yelling.
I'm guilty too. Definitely guilty too. So, did you guys pick the lineup for the show next week? I see that we got Maya on there, Cruel Idols, Lost of the Void, and Complex. I think just got added. Is anybody I'm missing?
Sepsis, we added.
Sepsis.
I don't think Sepsis already, but yeah, there was all bands that we reached out for, or at least I told Joel to on a couple of things.
Sorry, you're coming in a little crackly.
Robotic.
Yeah, you are a robot.
I am a robot. You know, my freaking internet's connected like it directly into the router.
Fuck.
Look at the cord, damn it.
This is bullshit.
That should be
Wi-Fi's
better.
a conspiracy anyway.
Shit.
I don't use Wi-Fi.
You know, it's that 5G. It's giving the cancers.
On what?
What's your internet company?
It's this guy that I know down the street. He strung some wires over. I don't know what's. He said it's like $15 a month, and his name's Chuck. I don't know. He shimmied up the pole, brought down the wire.
Oh shit!
So,
That's like
just kidding.
He spelled internet
Over.
wrong, but that's probably all right.
Intrude.
But yeah, all the bands. I mean, like for me, like I wanted to have like hardcore bands, death metal bands, and like deathcore. I wanted to have like everything Moria is, and so I think it's a pretty sick lineup. I mean, some people might be like, I don't want to see a death metal band, or I don't want to see a hardcore band, whatever. I don't care. But
Those people
I
are
think it's
lame.
cool to have like different bands and because they all kind of. I mean, everyone that I know likes all those different genres. You know, they may go to more shows of one or the other, but I think there's something for everyone at the show. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's how it used to be too. I mean,
Right. Yeah, every
back in the day, it wasn't as like segmented and separated. Like, I remember seeing shows at Jim Dandy's where it's like American Nightmare and My Chemical Romance on the same fucking show, and
yeah.
Everyone do actually on that show, so that's weird, but
it's
Yeah, that's all.
cool.
That's the way all the shows that like you said used to be. Like you'd go to the cave one weekend, or you go to when they moved everything to to Pinup, and it was like San Jose Skate or the 418. I'm pretty sure almost every show was that solid mix, or it would be bands that were kind of like yours, where you have death metal elements, you have hardcore elements, so you have a show with like Knights of the Abyss and like Elysia and you guys, and so I'm not really. I find it weird that it's gotten more sectioned out in the local scene because it never used to be like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm there for all of it.
Right.
Like, one of the fucking randomest fucking bands we ever saw was In Dost. It was some fucking like
That was my
death metal
first
band
show.
from Canada.
It was
Yeah.
it was you guys
Like,
played there.
And literally everybody but like the three of us walked outside and wouldn't even listen to them, and they were fucking awesome.
I remember, I think that was my very first show at the Cave, and we met their like fat ass singer, and fucking he gave us a free fucking.
He was a large
Oh yeah,
man.
no, all of them were
I also
fucking
remember
monstrous.
Taylor burped right in my face because you were like fucking. I'm standing right in front of the stage, and my brother's blocking me off from the pit. And like you were walking by, like bent over to grab something, and you fucking burped like right in my face. And like, you're like, oh, I fucking something
did you
I
say
ate.
I did this?
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry.
Don't worry about it. It was like
Was
20 years ago.
Yeah.
It was at the cave.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
14 years
Okay,
ago.
so I guarantee you the reason I probably did is because we'd always go to Little Caesars before the show and get a hot and ready, like one for each person.
Hell yeah.
And we'd kill a hot and ready before we played, and it always fucked me up. Like
Yeah.
every time I was like trying not to puke while we're playing because I shouldn't eat a whole pizza.
It's an
So it was
entire
just, like,
pizza.
hot breath.
Still gonna do this again, but
Pepperoni just in your 14-year-old face. Dude. Oh no.
Killing as a vocalist, killing an entire ass pizza before a show. Like, oh my god.
They start playing banana. You're like, no, wait. I need a minute of this.
This song's called Heartburn.
Usually like the first song, and then I can kind of just like push it down, and then like keep it there.
Yeah, you strengthen your diaphragm doing that shit. You gotta hold your guts
It's
in.
an exercise. So.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're getting hot and ready, you're also strengthening that sphincter. You know what I'm saying?
It's a dual training exercise, you see.
Yeah.
There's a worse bathroom than the cave bathroom. The cave bathroom not too bad. So.
Yeah.
oh, the
It's a
fucking
pound bathroom.
the
where it's
Makla
like a fucking
bathroom was
sheet.
fucking awful.
Oh yeah, the Makla bathroom was fucked.
Terrible.
I can't believe they actually let people use that. I mean, I know they had to, but it was almost like they were punishing you for using it. Like they went in there and fucked it up more than it already was.
They might as well just had a hole in the ground.
Yeah. I would have taken that. We have to establish a pee corner. We've been in here for 20 minutes.
Stop drinking the water. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. While the Makla was fun, it was just it had its problems.
It was
too.
a shit. The shit every time.
Always a fight or something like that.
At least one. There was at least one like
Well,
fucking
you gotta have one.
Makla clearing fight that would end up in front of the Makla with like 40
in the
people
street and
surrounding
shit?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good time.
What each of your guys' what are your favorite venues to play? I know in Salinas, if I'm not mistaken, they had a place called the Jumping Around that a lot of people would play at.
Yeah.
But that was like a bounce house place, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I heard that boxing place.
The rock
Vets
boxing
Hall.
gym.
That was.
Yeah. Yeah, Marina Vets Hall was sick. Jim Dandy's.
Jim
in
Dandy's, is that a-
Prunedale in Pruntucky? That was the shit.
Pruntucky, was that a bar or something? Or
No, it was basically like a
Kind
trucker
of,
bar.
oh shit.
That Zach from Fate 13 started booking shows out of there. I don't know how that like connection started, but for like a solid like year and a half, like almost 2 years, we had like solid shows out of that place, and it's like just outside Salinas.
Oh wow.
It technically was a bar at one point. It wasn't functioning as a bar at that time, but it was definitely a cover for drug dealing.
Oh my
Front
god.
for sure, yeah.
Because we had buddies that like practiced there during the week and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, they came in. We're like, where's Larry?" Like, what?
Why do you have a gun, sir?
Yeah.
Which is obvious why that venue only lasted for 2 years. So
It's fucking Larry's
But-
fault.
God damn it,
yeah,
Larry.
Larry.
Damn it,
Hemphill,
Larry.
Jim
Larry
Dandy.
Hemphill.
Didn't pay the
But-
protection money, it sounds like.
You gotta pay the protection money.
Always pay your protection money. If there's
Well,
one
'cause
thing
he
I've
was all
learned
tight
about
with,
being
like,
in a band.
The Prunedale cops and stuff. He was one of those good old boy type folks. Had like
Prune-
a suit, fucking like hat and shit. It was
That just
it was
sounds
a look.
That just sounds like Reno 911 to me. The Prunedale Police.
Honestly,
Probably.
Prunedale is probably the closest thing to Reno 911. I mean, I lived there for years. When I first moved in with my wife, she was living in Prunedale, and because I was touring, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna work at Starbucks. And I have never seen more people in California who don't realize that they're like 2 hours away from San Francisco. 'Cause, like they would have accents, and it's like they haven't. They like live 10 minutes from.
Why
where
do
they
you have a
live.
southern accent? You're
Where
from
he's
here.
coming from?
It's always that accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, legitimately, it was the craziest thing because I saw
Where you
everybody.
from?
You know.
What?
I'm from Prunedale.
Prunedale.
We're from down
Fresno,
south in
California,
Prunedale.
motherfucker.
man.
The fucking Almaden
They
Cowboys.
had like Pruntucky merch. They sold it at the.
Pruntucky.
I
Good
don't even
God.
know what it was.
I think it was like a
But, yeah.
David Cross comedy where he's like, yeah, that redneck accent's like everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from. I'm from Bakersfield,
To
California.
California. Well, fuck you. I'm from fucking Bozeman, Montana.
Yeah. That show is really funny.
Yeah.
You listen here. We're from Chicago, Illinois, and we get rough and tumble with it.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Y'all sound like Haste the Day.
See what
Dang.
you
Sound like that song Blue 42.
See what you're doing is more of a.
One of our first like full U.S. tours, we were like, it was like one of the Carolinas or something like that, and they're like, y'all sound like Haste the Day. Like, no, but okay.
What?
All right, so that's a band that your friend told you about right there, I could tell.
Yeah,
No, we
yeah.
sound like how you're supposed to sound. This is how English is supposed to sound.
Good Christian metalcore.
That's what we play.
Fucking
That's what we
yokels.
like. Yeah, we always thought it was the Christian stuff was funny because it could be so brutal, but then you got the guys in Impending Doom. I think he does it for a show, but he does the whole like I didn't come from a monkey in the middle of like the thing. He does all this stuff, right? And then like August Burns Red will come up and they'll be like, "Hey, we like God. Our next song is called this," and then they're just like, that's all they say. But the guy from Impending Doom's like yelling half the time.
Well, it's called
And then you have
Impending
Tim
Doom.
Lambesis, and now everybody's like, "Yeah, you guys are real Christian."
Yeah, real Christian.
Yeah,
rock.
we did a tour with Impending Doom, and they're awesome guys, but they had prayer circles and Bible study like
That's
after
fucking
shows.
crazy.
I had the good fortune of playing with them once, and they were really nice dudes. It's just, as a showgoer at the time, at that point having no experience with them, I was just like, oh, it's that part of the show. I've seen them 3 times now. This is that part of the show.
It's not as bad as Sleeping Giant, who's the most annoying band in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You fucking heard it here first. You're calling you out.
Ain't shit, Sleeping Giant.
We played a show with them in Las Vegas, and it was like, okay, they played 3 songs and talked for 20 minutes, and like, no one gives a shit. Dude.
Oh, my God. I don't. How many
Honestly,
pissed off
not
fans would you
care.
have? Like, fuck.
I don't care if you're Christian, it doesn't bother me, but if you're a band, just play music, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just play your goddamn songs.
Nobody wants to
Play
hear
the
your
Chuck
goddamn
Shut up
speech.
Yeah, shut up and play the breakdown.
You get
That's me.
you get 1 to
at the
3
Catalyst.
sentences between songs, max.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Honestly.
What was that, Josh?
Oh, we saw them at the Catalyst, and someone said, "Hurry up, I'm hungry." And they're like, "You're hungry because you need God." And like my buddy next to me was like, "No, I need them to fucking finish because I need In-N-Out.
I need a
food.
burger.
That's what I need. I need a burger."
If God can get me some In-N-Out, then I need God. But until then, I need just some In-N-Out.
Praise the Lord and pass the in and out.
I like how that was like his knee-jerk reaction. No, you're not hungry. You're hungry for the Lord, maybe.
Yeah, I need God. I need God to give you the wrap it up light so we can get the fuck out of here.
There's probably something on the In-N-Out because they have the Bible scripture on
The
the
John
bottom.
3:16.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all about
yeah,
that.
brother.
Well, if you're leaving for In-N-Out, God bless you.
Then God bless you. I don't mind. You can help this man out the front door, please.
Chick-fil-A is okay too.
We're okay with that.
And no gays.
and
also no gays.
Yeah. That's a funny thing you'll never hear a band say. Well, you might. I don't know, but I don't think
Depends
Sleeping
where they're
Giant's that
playing.
brave.
That'd be a little aggressive.
Yeah, it would
Just
be a
to-
little aggressive.
Just to circle back around, though, Sleeping Giant does have a pretty brutal song, but just
They
don't.
have-
No, you
They
can't
had
take
sick
it back now.
breakdowns.
You've already started
I wish
shit
they
with
played
Sleeping
them more
Giant.
often.
No, it's a fight.
Yeah, no, you guys are in a feud now.
You know what? We'll join your side
What's going
too.
on?
No,
kick
no
their
feuds. I'm
asses.
too old for that shit.
Yeah, right. Well, so I think we got a couple from you, Keith, but Josh, favorite venues around the area that you played, or outside the area even.
For me, I grew up like 45 minutes south of Salinas. So for me, it was actually in Soledad. It was called the Castle. That's the only
Yes.
place I went to
Oh,
shows.
Yes.
And it was like the most brutal thing to see as like an 11 or 12-year-old. Like it was insanity. I stayed the night at my friend's house who lived in Gonzales. We went to Soledad, and like people were just like punching holes in the walls, and like no one even better than I. Like that was a normal thing.
You're like,
So
fuck this
I was
place
like,
up,
what
and
the
people are like,
fuck is
okay.
happening?
Yeah, that's what they do. I don't know.
Like this is insane. And I had been listening to music, but I had never been to a show, and that's kind of when I met everybody. And like I was lucky enough to not really get beat up, but they did like pick me up and throw me into the like pit and be like 2-step, and I was like, okay.
Here you go, figure it out.
I mean, but it was like I wasn't around for like the Salinas shows or the San Jose shows there, but Soledad was like there was always an ambulance, there was always cops.
Yep.
Legitimately, like it was insanity. It was chaos every single time.
You ran a 50% chance of it getting shut down too. We went to one that was supposed to be Acacia
We
Strain
go drive all the
headlining.
way out there, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, it's over.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
all the way there. I think it was Acacia Strain and Oceano and maybe Too Pure to Die. And like right when we got there literally an hour after the show started, and it was over.
Well, it sounds like the Metro in Oakland.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, they do not give a fuck what you do, like at all. Like you can fight, you can jump on
I've been there with-
stage, you can fight with the band. Like
I've been
it's
there, the
cool.
whole place is fighting. It's
Yeah,
the whole thing.
like
No one's stopping
nobody
it.
gives a fuck.
It's just gonna have to peter out on its own.
Security's just watching. Like you see these crazy
They're
crackers.
taking bets. They're doing the whole thing.
This was just like, yeah, in order to rent it, you have to hire like 2 security guards. And the security guards are always like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm just gonna stay at it. I'm not gonna be in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're doing the robot thing again.
Which is my job today, and I don't want you guys to.
You did the robot thing again, so we got like half of that. But what it sounded like is that you hired 2 security guards and just said, "Go for it."
He got the
Yeah,
cord.
It was basically like, you had to have 2, and they didn't know what the fuck was up, and so they would just not be involved like at all.
They'd be like,
might
"Hey,
as
there's
well
a
have, like,
fight.
no security.
What do I do?"
Yeah, like the security at the metro, it's just a bunch of like fucking like gangster fucking black dudes, and so they've never seen this shit before. They don't want to get involved in that shit. They
I'm not
just
getting into
fucking,
you stupid white
they're
people.
just watching. Yeah, you fucking
Crazy
crazy ass
ass.
white people.
I would say the hardcore pit is a little daunting the first time you see it for sure. Taylor, how about you? We went with we got Soledad, we got Prunedale, Pruntucky.
Let me think of like one that's not that. I would say maybe the 418 in Santa Cruz is pretty memorable.
Hell yeah.
We had a lot of really good shows there, and definitely from Moria to Clumsy and other things we did. But I think 418 in Santa Cruz, that was pretty. And obviously, the girls like playing with arsonists.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was
418 was
fun.
great too
418
because
was the
they gave
best.
you free Indian food after the show.
Oh yeah. That's the
And there'd
best.
be like a cloud of sweat like floating in the place.
Bro,
It was
Oh,
really
the
cool.
fucking ceiling sweated.
It would,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
It
It was
would
like a
drip down.
rainforest. It was tropical.
Oh, it was rough.
Yeah, I got really hot in there.
There was a lot of girls that were just eating in that room, but it was fun as hell.
All the mirrors would fog up entirely.
Yeah.
Oh, good times, man. Art, how about you, man? What's one of your favorite places to play, or have
Yeah.
been over the time
I'd
that
probably
you
have
played?
to back together on the 418. Just probably like some of the best shows I played.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
sure.
so many bands came
Shit
through
got a little
too.
crazy there too.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the first time that place was the first time I'd seen like Whitechapel. Bands that
Or
made it
fucking
big.
Knights of the Abyss.
Yeah, they don't play
Yeah.
anymore. I'm thinking, well, even then, Knights of the Abyss are fucking sick.
Yeah.
I miss those
The
dudes.
Faceless.
R.I.P. Griffin.
Yep.
Yeah, that Halloween show with the Faceless, that was sick. That was a lot of fun. So, what's your guys' week looking like? You gonna have another another round of rehearsal and then just be ready for Saturday?
Pretty much
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
and then
We're gonna have
practice.
practice finally.
Right on, boys.
Been a uphill battle, that's for sure. Of
Oh,
just
you-
like being adults and having 10,000 things happen, and then
I know it's
COVID, and then everything else. So it'll be good though.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Yeah.
really excited to. Like Taylor said before, it's like we went into the studio with 2 songs and we came out with 3. So that it's more exciting than anything, because it's kind of honestly because I'm just happy with the product. Like it's fun. It's really cool.
yeah, it's gonna be a huge adrenaline and endorphin boost once you guys get up there. I hope you have a good time. This is the end of our segment, though. We want to thank you guys from Moria for jumping on. I see Keith's kids jumping in, ready to interview too.
Yeah, Isaac's ready to get in the pit. So.
He's ready to mosh, baby. Let's see it.
But if I can plug something, we're probably gonna try to get some new music out before the show. It's the plan. But so check out, Moria X831 is all our social media stuff. But we should have it on like Bandcamp and probably YouTube before the show, and after it'll be on like Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. So,
Perfect.
That's at Moria831. Make sure you follow him on all the platforms.
Moria
X8.
Moria X831. I'm sorry. At Moria X. We need 3 of these because we're straight edge now.
Straight edge life.
I decided 5 minutes ago that I'll be straight edge. But yes, Moria X831. Make sure you get on all their major social media platforms. They're gonna have some new music on Bandcamp pretty soon, and they got the Hall with Maya, Lost to the Void, Sepsis, Complex, and Cruel Idols next week. Keith, Art, Josh, tell your boy Steve we say hi. Thank you guys all for jumping on. We had a good time talking with you, and hopefully we can do it again sometime soon.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thanks
hell yeah.
for reaching out to us.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're welcome back anytime. Have a great show. We'll see you next weekend, okay?
Sounds good.
Meta, Moria will never die. Thank you for joining us for another episode of You Sing and You Sing Good.
Sing and you